Hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Lisa. You're watching One Lisa Show, and today is Funfetti Friday. It's all about funfetti, and let me explain. Many of you already know, but in case you don't, I am part of the So Inspired ambassador team from Beyond the Pink Door. Beyond the Pink Door is located in Poundbury in the UK, and it is a fabric shop, and it feels like a very intimate experience kind of fabric shop. Even though I live halfway across the world, I enjoy shopping there. I love watching her lives where she posts all these cool fabrics that she puts in her shop. And I have been buying her fabrics, I think, since the beginning of her opening the shop. She has an exclusive fabric called Funfetti, and it was designed by Rachel Parker, and it comes in 4 colorways and 2 different fabric options. Myself and a few other of the ambassadors from the So Inspired team, we thought it'd be fun to do a collaboration where we would post all on the same day some cool makes using this fabric, because the only place you can get it is at Beyond the Pink Door with Andrea. I had some fabric. I had the funfetti already in my stash. I had a white woven viscose. So there's 2 different types of fabric she offers with this print. It comes in a light drapey woven viscose, which is delightful. It also comes in a super cozy brushed back French terry. And the 4 colorways are candy pink, white background. So where the pink is, it would be white, and that's called chalk. And then she has one with the background in jet black, and she also has one in a sapphire blue, which I don't have yet, but I can't wait to get because it is so colorful, and I think it would make my eyes absolutely pop. But I do have the woven viscose in the chalk, which is really nice and colorful and just very perfect for me, I think, for the spring. And then I have this candy pink brushback French terry, and I have a mom that loved my South Bank sweater, one of my recent South Bank sweaters last winter. I haven't made any since last winter, and she wanted one, but she didn't want the wide funnel neck. She wanted a crew neck. So I made my mom a Nina Lee South Bank. So that is a PDF pattern in Nina Lee South Bank. And if you haven't heard, I've made a ton of these, but let me tell you the fun part about this. It has a cropped version. It has like a mid-length version, which kind of comes down to your hip, upper hip. And it has a dress version. There's pockets you could put in on the dress version, and there's a bottom band on the dress version. I've made it with the bottom band on both the cropped and the medium. I've made all 3 of these. I love them all. I love it. I love that pattern. Obviously, I've made probably about 5 or 6 of these. I've made each of my sisters one of the mid version. And now my mom wanted one, but she didn't want the tall collar. So Andrea, years ago, posted a tutorial on how to make it a crew neck and how to adjust the pattern for the crew neck. So I'll put a link to that video in there, because now that we're getting into a chillier season, if you live in this part of the hemisphere of the world, you will know it's getting a little chillier, and it's nice to have something snuggly and cozy. In fact, today I'm wearing my Stella joggers by Tilly and the Buttons, and you'll see those when I get up. And this is the Cocoa Tee, also by Tilly and the Buttons. I love this. I have tons of these. That's what's great about cool weather. You just want to wear comfort. You want comfort. I was telling my friend Jennifer yesterday we were at lunch, and we got breakfast for lunch. And I said, it's fall. It's fall. Bring on the heartier comfort foods. Bring on the comfy clothes. Give me all the pillows and the nice fluffy, lush blankets. That's what I want. So let me show you what I made my mom. So this is the delightful brushed back French terry funfetti. I pre-washed this twice, this fabric, and it is still vibrant. I did put it in the dryer. I wanted to make sure it was pre-shrunk for my mom. I did put it in the dryer, and look at it, it is just so vibrant in color. I'm also going to point out this candy pink is just nice. She saw the fabric beforehand. She loved it. So I knew this would be a great thing to make her. Because my mom is much smaller than me. In fact, I measured her hip and it was 35 inches. And I feel like that's where my waist is. My mom is tiny. She's about half my size. And I know that I had to size down. So I'm not going to try this on for you because I know it's not going to fit me. And I did size down. She does like things baggier. So I actually made a size bigger than I probably normally would, but still smaller than what I wear. Let me show you the inside here, this brush back French terry. See if I could get up close for you so you can see. It does have the loops. If you look carefully, it's a white backing and it's brushed and it's really soft. This was just some ribbing I did for cuffing, and I used that for the neckline, for the cuffs, and for the bottom band. I did add the bottom band for her because she did like it longer. And this is just that tubular cuffing, and you can get that at Andrea's shop. And honestly, you can get it pretty much anywhere online. I added my label, "You Got This," made for you by Lisa. And then I did serge the insides. And what I did do is I switched out white for 2 of my cones, and I had a green and a dark blue, and I had those in for the other 2 cones. So when I was doing my serging on all my cuffs and everything, it shows the colors, but then if it's flipped, it's completely white on that side, which I thought was kind of clever on my end. I should have changed out my bobbin to black when I was doing the cuffs and attaching them, but I didn't. For the neckline, I don't care for the seam to be flopping, so I did sew it down. And if you notice, I used a straight stitch. I used Mariflex, Gutermann Mariflex thread. That has a little elastane in it, so what's great is you can use it and do a straight stitch on knitted garments. So it's perfect for top stitching. I didn't do any top stitching on the cuffs, the arm cuffs, or the bottom band, but I did do it along the neckline just to secure that seam. One final thing is I added at the bottom here another tag, and if we look closely, I don't know if my mom's going to notice this, but it does say this is a Kylie and the Machine label that I had. There's a star on one side, and on the other side it says, "You deserve to dream." I like it. I thought with the pops of color in it, it would kind of blend in and fit, and I didn't want to put it up here. I really wanted my mom to have one of my labels, and I know I've made her things in the past, but I wanted to slip this in somewhere else, so I put it down there. I absolutely love this. The South Bank by Nina Lee is a pattern I have made so many times. It is, I think, an easy beginner pattern for somebody learning how to sew with knits. That being said, I've made like 6 or 7 of them. This was a dream to sew with. It was, if you've ever sewn with the poppy fabrics, it feels very similar to that for the brushed back French terry. It's easy to sew with. It behaves. And it's got enough structure where you don't need to use a million pins. So I didn't use any pins when I was sewing up my side seams or my arm seams or the bottom band. I only used pins when I was sewing the neck band to the top of the shirt. I love it. I think it's a great pullover. I hope she likes it. She did know I was making it for her. She picked out this fabric. I took a stack of sweatshirting fabrics to my mom. Some prints, some solids, some were like I had a dark green, almost like a stretch corduroy, but it was a knit. I had some other prints, And she said, well, whatever one you don't want, I'll take. And I said, no, Mom, I like them all. So you pick what you want and what you would wear. And she, one by one, was like, I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. I really like this. And that made my day because I think this one is just cheery and happy. And so I did tell her I would probably have to use black for the neckband and for the cuffs, and she was fine with that. And I really like how that looks because there's a good amount of black in here, but it's still just a happy print. I can't wait to see what the other ladies from the So Inspired team made. I know there's a handful of them, and we've all been talking in a chat group, and it's been a lot of fun. I think I'm the only American on the group because I'll wake up in the morning and there will be like 20 messages in the chain. And I'm like, well, they've been busy today. But everybody over there is 6 hours ahead if they're in the UK. And I think the majority of them are. They're lovely ladies. I can't wait to see what they've made. I would love to make another and then post it, not with this, but with the woven fabric. And I had already picked out a pattern because my brain was going when we thought of this collaboration. So I had an idea what I wanted to make with the woven fabric. There were 2 projects and one somebody else was making, so I wanted to kind of just try something different. I found an older pattern and I think I'm going to apply that, but it obviously was not going to get done today. So there you have it. We are now in sweater weather, and this Nina Lee Southbank is going to my mom. If she tries it on in front of me and I can take a picture, I will insert it. So I hope this inspires you. There's going to be links to the fabric in my description box for Beyond the Pink Door. Mind you, I am an ambassador, so do me a favor. Check out the hashtag for the funfetti collaboration, and I'll make a playlist. Also, I'll put, as everybody's videos are populated, I will put links to those videos in the description box. So please do go check them out. Give them all a like. Give them a follow. That would make my day. And I want to wish you a wonderful afternoon. I hope you do something creative wherever you are in the world. And keep in mind, this is a fun one. This is some fun fabric. I'm going to get more for myself, and I think I'm going to get it in that sapphire color. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.